Hey, it's your boy, Chuck Canoy. It's been a while since I did a video. A long time. If you happen to be wandering the internet and you just happen to stumble upon this video, hi, welcome. Nice to meet you. I'm Chuck. I'm gonna take you through an experience of mine. Now, it's not like a story time video or anything like that. It's an experience with addiction. That might be dark. That might sound like it's, ooh, so spooky. It's not addiction to anything that's like super self-destructive. It's an addiction to a video game called Stardew Valley. I'm sure it's pretty easy to judge somebody for being addicted to a game like Stardew Valley. If you've never heard of Stardew Valley, it's basically Minecraft and Terraria and Farmville? Oh, Harvest Moon. There we go. It's basically Minecraft, Terraria, and Harvest Moon had a baby, and they raised it up to be this beautiful, awesome game. Personally, I thought, that sounds like a cool game. It sounds fun. It sounds interesting. There's a good economy to the game, so I'd heard, so I was like, why not give it a shot? I can honestly say, after putting like 51 hours into this game, which isn't a lot by, you know, extreme gamer standards. To me, that's a lot of time because I usually don't put that much time into video games. Now, this video game has sucked me in and hasn't let go. It just... Let's talk about how it's like Minecraft, Terraria, and Harvest Moon for a second. So it's like Minecraft in the sense that there's mining and farming. Now the graphics are obviously not the same because it's kind of isometric, but mainly 2D in the sense that like you're at an angle relatively because you're walking up and down the screen, but that refers to like forward, backward, left to right motion. It's like Terraria because Terraria and Minecraft are basically the same game, but it's like Terraria in the sense that like there's mining to be done. It's a big part of the game, but it's not like the main portion of the game. The main portion of Stardew Valley is the farming. From what I've heard, that's like Harvest Moon. I've never personally played any Harvest Moon games, but I've heard that Harvest Moon is like you're farming all the time and you're basically like making your farm better. And that's basically what Stardew Valley is, except there's so much personalization that you can do within this game that boggles my mind. The personalization that you can get on your farm is super sick. It's not like infinite. There's not infinitely many possibilities. There are technically, I guess, and that's neat by all means. There's bumping in my house. First of all, your character, in the very beginning, you have like, you can use RGB to make your character, like, their colors look unique to them, unique to you, and that's super cool. I thought that was like really nice off the bat. Any game with like character customization and can make it feel a little bit more like myself is definitely a perk. Your farm itself has like a house in it, and this house can be customized by putting decorations up that you get from the museum. When you donate things, you can find stuff out in the wide map, which is nice. It made me feel like I could do something unique within the game without being completely linear and just like everybody else when I play. Games that do that, like Terraria, Minecraft, and I've never played Harvest Moon, but games like that aren't super linear and have a relatively open world feeling to them are nice. I know they're super hard to develop, so that's fantastic that you can make it your own. You can do what you need to do, whether you want to focus on the economy of the game, whether you want to focus on mining, whether you want to focus on fishing, all of it super cool. Another thing that makes this game unique and boggled my brain a little bit because it's such a good game for having this quality. There's one developer. I'll let that sink in for a hot second. There is one developer for this game. He is called, oh shoot, I'm blanking on his name. You can do this at home. You can Google anything you want to. Hopefully nobody is gonna hack into my computer by doing that. Yeah, that's dope. Watching some Julian Solomito vlogs. Dope. What was I Googling again? You know? I don't know. Okay, Stardew Valley creator. what's his name? From the research that I've done, which is a couple of Google searches, so, you know, that's not super in-depth. I've watched a couple of Google searches, a couple of YouTube videos, things you could probably look up yourself if you really wanted to, but you're here to see me, or you happen to stumble here and find me, so hello again. Eric Barone made this game, and I don't know the super in-depth details. All I know is that he alone made the music, the graphics, the gameplay, and the sound effects all together. That is amazing to me, because this game seems like it's an indie game, but it's on the way up. You feel me? Like it's on the way from going from like something that's kind of low and a little, you know, just a little startup or whatever, but it's like huge and it's blowing up. He takes the game so personally, and it's so personal to him that he like handles issues that the players are having, or he like interacts with players. He worked on the game like 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Go, go, go. I mean, I'm sure it's worth it for him, because like there's so many players of the game and there's such a huge wide fan base of the game that it doesn't surprise me, making it his own perfect version of those games. I do realize that this is an old video game, and so not everybody is going to, you know, probably pay attention to this, but I just like, I'd had it in my Steam library for so long. I played it a couple of times, just the startup and the intro, a couple of times. I never like truly dove in and just like immersed myself in the world, but the world of Stardew Valley is super cool. So there are some cons to this game, right? I'm not saying it's a perfect game by any means, but it's definitely a great game. Before I say these cons, I have to forward them with, hey, this game is freaking awesome. You should go out and play it today. Like, go to Steam, buy it. It's like, I think it's like $15 or something. Go to Steam, get it, put it in your library, play it. If you don't have Steam, download Steam, do all those steps, because it's an immaculate game. The NPCs kind of feel like you're talking to NPCs. Dialogue that the characters are talking about, like the dialogue that the characters talk to you with, is definitely coded. Unless you progress your friendship along, they're gonna say the same thing pretty much every day. That was one of the biggest drawbacks for me, and something that takes me out of the immersion. But to counteract that, I usually just stay away from the relationships. This is after 51 hours, who knows? Like, if I'll probably end up playing more. Eventually I might fall in love with these characters, right? But as of right now, it feels like I'm talking to NPCs, which I get that. Like, it can't be the most perfect thing in the world. I don't know. I don't know how like that could be fixed. I would just suggesting the idea that it can be fixed. Possibly. It could be better. It could be improved. I realize that would take a lot of time, and being that this is one developer, it can slide by. You know, it's gonna slide by. It's not a super huge issue, right? Like, you can tell the developer, Eric Barone, took time and put effort into these characters. It's just there's so many of them. That was the only thing I found wrong with it. Now, another thing that I noticed, which I really like this when video games do this, and I like watching videos on video games that do this, is when you hack the game, he noticed that there was a hack to be patched, but instead of like just patching it and not making it possible to do anymore, he still allows players to cheat. And I don't want to spoil anything in the game, but once you play this part, and if you watch a bunch of videos on it, you're going to realize what I'm talking about. Anyway, the NPC that you're trying to like cheat, I guess, I don't want to spoil anything here, but they like acknowledge that you tried to like sneak around, and so that gets like incorporated into their dialogue. Now that was super cool to me, and I really like when games do that. They acknowledge the cheaters, but they still make it seem like immersive, and they make it seem like you're in the game. So yeah, this was your boy Chuck Canoy with a little tidbit review just from my experience with Stardew Valley. I just want honest feedback. If you want to destroy that dislike button, destroy it, demolish it, slam it, destruct it. But if you did like the video and you thought it was quality, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, if you enjoyed this video, there are more to come like it, similar to it, not necessarily the exact same thing, because I have a lot of thoughts roaming around up here. This was just kind of like a little startup video without saying, hi, this is a startup video. I just wanted to put my thoughts out there on this video game, And if people like it, fantastic. If you liked it, I got off on a tangent there. Anyway, if you liked it, subscribe to my channel. It would really make me want to do more videos. I'm still probably gonna do more videos just because I like the process of editing videos, filming videos, all of it. It's neat to talk to a camera and also to talk to you guys if you are in fact a person and my video does not have 0 views. Nothing negative. I'm just rambling now. So it's been your boy Chuck Canoy, aka Chuck the Platypus. I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye. Like, and now, now, it's so personal to him.